Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Spoilers, Lynn has seconds thoughts about marrying Chase. General Hospital spoilers tease that Lynn Quartermain Amanda Sutton has been moving full steam ahead on her plans to marry Detective Harrison Chase Josh Swickard. The duo moved up the ceremony because Chase's dad is suffering from ALS and they wanted to make sure he was alive to witness the nuptials. They even managed to convince Chase's father, Gregory Harrison, to get ordained so that he can perform the ceremony. There has been quite a bit of discussion about some of the specifics about the wedding, like the location of the ceremony and rehearsal dinner, and even what dress Lynn will wear. There was a slight blip in the discussion. The issue of a prenup was brought up by Tracy Quartermain Jane Elliott. But all things finally seem to be moving forward. Unfortunately, recent events may cause at least one of them to rethink their position. As viewers know, Chase and his partner Dante Falconeri Dominic Zamprogna have recently been involved in a very high-profile case involving stolen weapon and assassination attempts on mob figureheads. As part of the investigation, Dante and Chase split up after an attempt was made on Sonny Corinth's Maurice Bernard life. Dante ended up shot, and from the looks of his injuries, he may not survive. Lynn will grow quite concerned as she watched her childhood friend fight for his very life. But it will also make her pause about her own future with Chase. It could just have easily have been Chase who was shot. And as long as he is in such a high-risk job, the worst could happen at any time. Lynn wants to know if she wants to spend the rest of her life wondering if her husband will return home that night, or if she might have to face the worst. Will Dante survive? Will Lynn wonder if she doing the right thing by marrying Chase? Can Chase convince her to enjoy every moment that they do have? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital, airing weekdays on ABC. And don't forget to check back right here regularly for all your General Hospital news, information, and spoilers. Port Charles had always been a town filled with drama, secrets, and unexpected twists. In the heart of it all, General Hospital had seen its fair share of love stories unfold, unravel, and sometimes rekindle. Lynn Ashton, a name synonymous with both the glamour and chaos of the city, found herself at a crossroads that would shake the foundations of her carefully planned future. The air in Port Charles was charged with anticipation as the day of Lynn's wedding to Harrison Chase approached. The couple had captured the hearts of many with their whirlwind romance, but little did the spectators know that behind the smiles and glimmering engagement ring was a storm brewing in Lynn's heart. As the dawn of the big day unfolded, Lynn couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. Her reflection in the mirror revealed a stunning bride-to-be, adorned in a breathtaking gown that seemed to shimmer with promises of a fairy tale ending. Yet, the sparkle in her eyes couldn't quite mask the flicker of doubt that danced in the depths of her gaze. The morning sun bathed the room in warm hues as Lynn took a moment to gather her thoughts. She traced the delicate lace of her gown, her fingers lingering on the embroidered patterns that seemed to tell a story of its own. Was this the story she wanted for herself, the narrative she had dreamed of since she was a little girl? A soft knock on the door interrupted her contemplation, and in walked her best friend, Maxie Jones, donned in a radiant bridesmaid dress that mirrored the joy of the occasion. Maxie's eyes sparkled with excitement, and she couldn't help but gush over how perfect everything was shaping up to be. "Brooke, you are going to be the most stunning bride Port Charles has ever seen," Maxie exclaimed, her enthusiasm contagious. Lynn managed a tight smile, the weight of uncertainty tugging at the corners of her lips. "Maxie, I appreciate your support, but I can't shake this feeling that something isn't right." Maxie's brows furrowed in concern as she sat beside her friend. "What do you mean? Is it Chase? Are you having second thoughts about him?" Lynn sighed, her gaze dropping to the floor. "It's not Chase, Maxie. It's me. It's us. I thought I wanted this fairy tale, but now that it's here, I can't help but wonder if I'm sacrificing too much." Maxie placed a comforting hand on Brook Lynn's shoulder, her eyes filled with understanding. "Hey, it's natural to have doubts before such a big step. But remember, you and Chase are amazing together. You love each other, right?" Brook Lynn nodded, a small smile playing on her lips. "Of course, I love him. But love isn't always enough, is it? What if I'm making a mistake?" Maxie took a deep breath, choosing her words carefully. "Brook, every relationship has its challenges, and it's normal to feel jittery before such a major commitment. But you need to trust your instincts. Do you see a future with Chase? Can you imagine a life without him?" As Brook Lynn pondered Maxie's words, a flood of memories flashed before her eyes: the laughter, the shared dreams, the unwavering support. Chase had been her rock, and yet, a seed of doubt had taken root within her. Was it just pre-wedding jitters, or was it a sign that she was about to embark on a journey that wasn't meant for her? As the clock ticked away, Brook Lynn faced a decision that could alter the course of her life. The grandeur of the impending wedding weighed heavy on her shoulders, the pressure to conform to the expectations of a perfect love story almost suffocating. In the midst of the chaos, Brook Lynn found herself seeking solace in the hospital chapel. The hushed tones of her footsteps echoed through the sacred space as she lit a candle, its flickering flame casting shadows on the walls. With her hands clasped together, she closed her eyes, silently pleading for clarity. "Is this the right path for me, or am I veering off course?" Brook Lynn whispered, her voice barely audible. As if in response, a gentle breeze whispered through the chapel, carrying with it a sense of calm. The weight on her chest began to ease, replaced by a quiet resolve. The decision, though difficult, became clearer in that sacred moment. With newfound determination, Brook Lynn left the chapel, ready to face the uncertainties that lay ahead. The wedding bells would ring, but whether they would chime for her and Chase or for a different destiny remained uncertain. As the doors to the chapel closed behind her, Brook Lynn took a deep breath, her heart echoing the rhythm of a choice made. The world outside awaited, and Port Charles stood poised on the brink of another unforgettable chapter, where love, doubt, and destiny danced in the shadows of the General Hospital.